We are Putin's bitches.
Why are we wasting our time on a third world country like Russia? They once tried to attack a base in Syria, and we obliterated them within minutes. It says 4 hours, but in reality, it was minutes. We took out 200 to 300 of their elite Russian mercenaries. Not worth our time. They are still fighting as if they're in the 1950s, and they're not a threat to us. So why we kowtow to them, I have no idea. And Trump needs to wake the fuck up. They are not worth our time. They are a third world country full of people that don't even have toilets. Even Iran is failing its own people and falling in upon itself. And you'll see more about that in the future. But all of this equals a world where things are changing, and not the way that people think they are. You're going to see a lot of chaos in the near future. So stay tuned is all I can say. And it's probably going to be very good for us. And when I say us, I mean those of us in the West and the free democracies of the world. It's going to be good for us. Their chaos is our growth, basically. You're going to see a lot of liquidity come over and interject itself in the near future. And that's going to be interesting to see how that occurs. But anyway, on to the video. Enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Morning. Here we are, and there's really not much going on. I'm really mostly busy with the holidays. And the charts are, like was quoted to me, kind of boring. I mean, silver had a big move up, and I'm sure some would consider that exciting. If I was long silver, I would be getting out hand and fist, especially between these levels right here, the 83 to 88 level. Those would be my endpoints, because this is the 200%. Here, let's go to the chart so I can show you this a little bit more closely. This is the 200% level from this breakout point here down to here, the low that we had right there, way back in the buy zone back in early 20, which was fantastic. But on a percentage basis, these are like ridiculously high numbers. And you think to yourself, where could, this go? And I could see numbers going as high as maybe 173. Wouldn't that be crazy? 173, 74, around there. Wouldn't that be nuts? That's the 400.23 level of the high-low between here and there, which stretches all the way back to 2011, all the way to 20, where we had the low. But more than likely, we first will have the pullback in this zone right here, the 172.8 to 200% level. We've seen that. It's been repeated over and over again, and it's likely to go down to here, which would be the prior high, but also the target level of the pattern that I pointed out to you. And there's nothing for me to think about or to contemplate. I've averaged into this position. It's not going to be a huge position for me, but you can see the levels that I've averaged into. The recent high was in the 70-cent range, the 83, 70 cent, 75, somewhere around there. My last was in the 83, 60 cent range, and my next one is in the 88 dollar range. So I have another sell up here. So if it hits, fantastic. But these are all short hedges, and I started from 64. And now some silly people, like we've seen in the past, might be saying to me, oh, you're crazy for doing this once again. Whatever. I've been here so many times, done this so many times. How many times have I been wrong? That's the question to ask yourself. I mean, there's always a chance I could be. I won't. I'm humble myself to the randomness of the markets, but what are the chances? I've shown these patterns, how they repeat over and over again. And I want you to think about all the people that I know that have been long mainly from the $20 range. That's the main area. This was the bull point right here around 21. I want you to think about those people that have profits from down here. Okay, so on a percentage basis, do you think they did pretty well? I think so. So do you think they'll take profits? Well, yeah, they're going to take profits. And it might take a little bit of an cumulative effect, but between these levels, between the 172.8 and here, and the 200% here, we've seen this play out before. So you're going to get volatility at some point in this, in a pullback. But, right now we've got the enthusiasm, and we had the sharp pullback right here. That was bigger money selling real quick. Here, I'll show you the short term so you can see what I'm talking about. Let's go to a 45. See this pullback up here when we hit the 4.23 off of the pattern. It pulled all the way back down here to the $70 range very quickly. That shows the weakness in there because that's where the liquidity is. So it's very overextended, but it has the momentum, and I hope it gets up to the 88. Once it hits this level up here and above, then it will really have more of an opportunity to have further downside, or greater range, I should say, to the downside. So we'll wait for that to happen. Let's go to Bitcoin, and we can see that nothing's happened in Bitcoin. It's been very boring. The cycle that everybody was looking for, all those people are played out. And now this right here, this has already occurred. You have a lot of buying in here. I saw the smart money is accumulating. There's nothing to do until it gets up to the 98 and maybe all the way up to the 104K area. This is just going to oscillate. It could jerk around up and down, but there's nothing here to do. So I'm just going to keep waiting. When there's an opportunity, you will know because I'll let you know. But right now, there's nothing to do. So it's all just sitting, waiting, and watching. And it's a very boring market right now, and that's fine. That's up to the market, what it wants to do. Let's go to Metaplanet. Metaplanet, they've got it up to here and oscillating around. It's probably going to go down to the 240-cent range. So this is looking, like it's just doing what it's doing, but this is my favorite, as you know, and I'm just going to wait. I am going to wait, because when this goes, it's going to explode upwards, and nobody's going to be expecting it. That's what I look forward to. So this is my favorite, and GME also is pulled back, and I like this one as well. Of course, on GME, I'd have to wait for the next buying area, which is right down here at the 18.90-cent range and under. So I'm just waiting. Nothing to really do on this. This is a free money trade. When this does finally get its breakout, you know the numbers that I'm looking for. I would say the $60 range is very likely. So this is another one that has a good amount of upside potential and makes it worthwhile. Limited downside and plenty of upside. So these are ones that stick out to me. So that Metaplanet and GME are among my favorites. Everything else on the charts, I can't really say much. Solana, blah blah. This is just looking still kind of boring, but it broke out of this wedge. So you know what its target is ultimately. It's going to be the $200 range. Still on a percentage basis, meh, not that interesting. Zcash, let's go back to Zcash. Interesting chart. It went over after that buy area down here, and I traded this up to here. It's broken out and continued to go upward. It has strength in the chart right here, but now it's creating another W type of pattern. And this is what I was looking for, to see how it would go over and what it would do. And now it's creating a negative pattern up to here. So I might be shorting this in the future. So this can move up to the 72.8, maybe even as high as the 88.6 for an inside pattern. Or it could, no, more than likely it'll stay inside these bounds. It could go up to 61 even, and then pull back, but ultimately I would look for it to have resistance in this area. So we'll see what happens with this. And Zcash is kind of showing itself. Again, ultimate target is down here. As I've stated, I saw the buyers that one time right here, so they interrupted it and they had the support levels across. So that made sense on the horizontal compared to the vertical moves that we've had. I kind of like its movement, but I don't think it's ready. So if I was to short it again, I'm going to be waiting. So we'll see how that plays out. And anything else out there that's interesting? Not really. I've been watching a lot of the charts, and everybody's just in a holding pattern, mainly due to Bitcoin. And Bitcoin, there's nothing to do. I'm going to repeat it over and over because I'm going to be a broken record, until we get up to that 98K area. It has to get up to here. I mean, sure, this was a short-term resistance zone up here, but meh, it's not interesting. It's nothing to really look at that makes any sense. So this is turned to red, from blue to red. Okay, that's its short term. Broke the trend line here. Doesn't really go anywhere. Goes sideways and is in a chop pattern. So I would say that we're going to get numbers that go all the way back up to here, the 98, and that maybe that 104 and above, up to this area up here. That's just what's in the chart. So anyway, I wish everybody Happy New Year, and I wish there was more exciting stuff out there, but sometimes there's just not, and right now there's really not. So I will see you next year. Have a Happy New Year.